Hello, I am Wanderer001 and this is my review of the Turtle Beach Earforce Px22 Universal Wired Gaming Headset. This is going to be a gaming headset that you can use with your PC, Xbox, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and mobile devices. Now, you'll notice absent from that list is the Xbox One. Sorry guys, this headset is not compatible currently with the Xbox One with the peripherals and cables that they give you. So speaking of the peripherals and cables that come with the Px22 here, I'm just going to run through them very quickly. You get a 3.5mm to 3.5mm headphone jack. As you can see, it's rather short. This is so you can connect line amplifier, which I'll be showing you later, to a cell phone or MP3 player so that you can get music audio from that. Now, you'll notice some of these are still in their packaging. That's because this particular headset was given to me for loan for purposes of a review from my buddy Edo, who in my opinion is a hardcore gamer as compared to myself, who I would consider a casual gamer compared to him. So you've got your Xbox 360 chat cable and your RCA splitter cable. So these are going to be how you get your PlayStation and Xbox hooked up with the Px22s here. So to start off, we'll pick up the Px22s here. As you can see, it is MLG certified. So this is for those people who want to feel like they're in the professional gaming league. It does have a wired 3.5mm connector. Depending on where the device is that you're plugging these into is located on your person. Some people aren't going to think this is long enough at 3.5 feet. So I'm one of them, but that's just a small caveat. You'll notice that this is the black and blue motif of this headset. It also does come in white at no additional charge. It is a left side oriented mic boom. It is made of mostly black matte plastic, with the shiny bits here still covered in plastic, as I said, on loan from my buddy. They are very flexible. There's a little creaking when you flex them, but it's nothing terrible. The ear cups themselves have slight tilt, but nothing like my Z300s, which I'll be comparing these to a lot because the Turtle Beach Z300s is the headset that I ended up going with, and that one is Bluetooth and wireless and slightly higher end and much more expensive than these. But I'll link to that over there if you're interested in a wireless headset that's a little pricier than these guys here. But for what you get with these, the price is well worth it. You'll notice there is the Turtle Beach branding on the inside of the ear cup. It does match the blue motif on the outside. The ear cups themselves are a mesh, which is very breathable, and it has like a memory foam behind it. It is sound isolating, I'm going to say, as opposed to sound canceling, because you can still hear what's going on around you. However, it is definitely muffled. Again, as I tested with the Turtle Beach Z300s, generally gameplay, Guild Wars, Diablo, and mainly for editing videos while my wife is watching TV, which helps to cut down the sound quite a bit. The ear cup itself, as I mentioned on the Z300s, can be a little shallow and annoying for some people if you have larger ears. I don't have terribly large ears, but it's just a data point so you can think about it when you're looking at these particular headphones. One of the benefits of these headphones, as opposed to some of the other ones that I've tested, you can wear glasses with these. I wear glasses. I need to so I can see what I'm doing on the computer, and I can wear these headsets comfortably with a pair of glasses. Now, there are others that I have tried where it's either the tension wire was too much and it pinched the sides of my head. Now, keep that in mind. It depends on the type of glasses that you wear. If you've got thick frame glasses and the arms are kind of large, you might run into a little problem. I have thinner metal frame ones, so they're not that big of a deal. It does cut down on the noise isolation because obviously you're going to have a little compression there, so you're not going to get a perfect seal around your ear. The speakers are 50mm diameter speakers with neodymium magnets, and they give you a frequency response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And the headset itself, like I said, is plastic, so it's very light, weighing in only at 8.3 ounces. We're going to come up here to the top Turtle Beach. Again, as I stated on another review, it's kind of like a faux leather and has this nice blue accent stitching. Underside, you can see that is a very nicely thick padded headrest there. There's no stitching across the inside of that as opposed to the Z300. Again, this is a lower end, but you really don't care about if there's colored stitching in there because it's going to be on your head, so nobody's going to see it. Coming across to the mic boom, you have a variable position, very flexible mic with pop filter, and it does have nice audio quality and a nice grab to adjust the boom if you are in the middle of a game. Now, as opposed to the Z300, this is where I think the Px22 actually comes out ahead. It's got a better mic. It's got variable mic. The big problem with the Z300s, they are a great headset if you just want to listen to audio. Once you throw the mic in, even if you update the drivers, the mic is still going to be quiet, and that was one of the big things that really annoyed me about that. I don't use the mic all that often, but anytime I tested it, people said I sounded okay, but you know, if there were too many people in this, you know, conversation over TeamSpeak, I got kind of washed out. Not so with this headset. People liked the audio quality as well as I could be heard over other people. I will give you an example of the audio quality using the attached inline amplifier.
This is an audio example of the Turtle Beach Px22 microphone setting in the low setting spot. Now I am turning it up to the amplified microphone spot. My demeanor in voice has not changed. I'm going to go back down to the low microphone setting and one more time bring it back up to the increased microphone setting to give you an example of what the audio quality is like when you switch between the two, going back down to the low and one more time back up to the high. Currently, my voice has not changed in any way, shape, or form. I am keeping it as monotone and as Mr. Dry Eyes as I possibly can. You may have noticed the drop down. That's because I switched it back. And I'm going to do it one more time back up to the larger amplified audio. And this has been the end of the audio test for the Turtle Beach Px22. And one more time down low.
So you can plug the Px22s here directly into your computer's headphone jack or your smartphone or cell phone headphone jack, 3.5mm headphone jack, and get audio out of it. However, if you want to really get the most out of your Px22, you're going to use this, the Inline Amp, which comes with a 3.5mm jack as well as a USB connection. This is going to be how you power the device if you plug it into your computer or you plug it into the PlayStation and or Xbox. Now, the one caveat I have with this is using it on my computer, the amount of space I have USB available, it didn't quite give me enough reach, I felt. You know, headphones are on one side, the only USB that I had available was on the other side of the computer, so it was kind of a stretch. With that said, the actual amount of cabling that you get is about 12 feet. A little more than 12 feet was a little hard for me to actually try and measure that because I had to stretch it out along the floor and my cats thought it was a toy, so 12 feet plus. You're going to be okay no matter, well, pretty much wherever you have your gaming console located. So there's enough cableage that you'll be able to, you know, stretch it across the living room and sit comfortably and not have to worry. With that said, if we'll just flip it over to the back there is a little belt clip. It's, you know, it's plastic, it's chintzy, it may break if you're a little too rough with it, so just keep that in mind. But you can clip this to your pocket or your shirt so you have access to all of these controls, because these are the controls that you want to use the amplifier for. You'll notice that you would plug in the 3.5mm jack on the Px22 directly into the amplifier there. Flip it around to the back here. This is where you'd plug it in for your Xbox chat, and here is where you plug it into a cell phone and or music device. We're going to start here on the bottom. Currently it is in the mic mute position, so if you don't want people to hear you and you're using the amplifier, just push this tag, push the toggle all the way back to the mic mute. First step up, this is the phone icon. What that is if you're gaming, you can switch it over to answer a cell phone call and the mic will cut the audio from the game or cut from being muted and you can talk on your cell phone. Next Next tack over is the small mic. So this is going to be you're talking, all is well. People can hear you. But let's say you really want them to hear you. You're getting drowned out by your friends because somebody just won't stop headshotting and is camping and what have you. Flip it up. Now you can be heard over all the rage that's going on because this is going to amplify and boost the sound coming from your microphone. Here you've got your bass and treble, completely separate controls so you can adjust to your preferences. This is another thing that the Px22 has over the Z300. Z300 had pre-programmed settings, which in my opinion, there were only 2 settings and the rest you really couldn't tell the quality difference between. When you cycle through these options at the bottom, if you are in the mute button, this will be a red color. When you come up to the phone option, it turns to like this off purple or magenta, and mic on is blue. Flip it around. You've got separate controls for mic monitoring, so you will be able to hear yourself in the Px22 headphones talking over the mic, so you will not be that guy that everybody is complaining about screaming because you'll know how loud you are. Next you've got your headset volume or your game volume, and then your volume control master overall. This is the one thing with the Turtle Beach headsets that I don't want to say confuses me, but it perplexes me a little bit. The separate audio controls for chat and game don't work with everything. Like, I find that the programs that it actually allows to have separate chat and in-game audio to be very far and few between. But that's a small, concern. For the most part, you do have the options. You can change all the volumes separately. You definitely can change a standalone cell phone volume and in-game volume. For sure. Coming back to the headset, the one thing I did forget to mention is it has dynamic chat boost. So let's say things are getting really heated in game and you want to be able to hear your teammates. Well, with dynamic chat boost, it will raise the sound of your voice over the explosions and craziness that's going on. So with that said, the Px22 here, in my opinion, is an excellent headset for the price point. That price point is anywhere between $80 to $69 currently. Obviously, if you get it from Turtle Beach, it's going to be a little more expensive as opposed to finding it elsewhere. So if you're looking for a decent quality headset for a reasonable price that is wired, I mean, if these were wireless, they'd be more expensive, but I would like them a little better. Again, on loan from my buddy, so they're his headset, so they don't meet everything that I would look for in a headset. But if you're looking for a good quality, cheap headset that's wired, that allows you to have variable controls, that works with your PC, that works with your game console, except Xbox One currently, sorry guys. This is a headset that you should be looking at, really. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Again, these are on loan, so I might not be able to answer like setup questions, but I can tell you what the audio quality was like for me and the mic quality. I've been Wanderer 001. Thanks for watching.